वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचानूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णो वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णो वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् ॐ श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु. Pranams from Dr. R.J. Kalpana. Welcome to the study of the Bhagavad Gita. In this session, we will study Chapter 11, VishwaRoopaDarshanaYoga, the yoga of the vision of the cosmic form. In the previous sessions, we studied Vibhuti Yoga, the various manifestations of the divine. So it seems but a natural flow, a logical step forward, that we get to see the true form of the divine. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavad Gita Atha Ekadashodhyayaha VishwaRoopaDarshan, the yoga of the vision of the cosmic form. Sloka 1. Arjuna said, "Thanks to this most profound words of spiritual wisdom that you have spoken out of kindness to me, this delusion of mine has entirely disappeared." This is an echo of the same sentiment that Krishna expressed at the beginning of chapter 10, where Krishna says, out of love, solicitude for your welfare, you, Arjuna, who are so loving towards me, I will explain further and reveal the various manifestations of myself. So keeping in line with that, this sentiment also echoes the same, where Arjuna says that you have spoken out of kindness to me these profound words of spiritual wisdom, that these delusions of mine that I have completely disappeared. So now Arjuna understands and realizes the true goal of a human life. Sloka 2. For Krishna, I have heard from you in detail an account of the evolution and dissolution of beings, and also your immortal glory. So referencing chapter 10, Vibhuti Yoga, Arjuna continues saying that I have heard in complete detail your glories. Sloka 3. Lord, you're precisely what you declare yourself to be, but I long to see your divine form, possessed of wisdom, glory, energy, strength, valor, and effulgence, O best of persons. So Krishna in Vibhuti Yoga gave glimpses of himself to Arjuna, that now Arjuna is fascinated and thirsty for more. And so he says, I long to see your divine form. Shloka 4. Krishna, if you think that it can be seen by me, then, O Lord of Yoga, reveal to me your imperishable form. Once again, Arjuna displays exquisite etiquette, because here he says, I want to see your divine form, and yet it has to be your will. Let your will supersede mine. So he says, if you think I am capable of beholding such a vision of your cosmic form, please reveal to me your imperishable self. And once again he addresses Krishna as Lord of Yoga. Because the cosmic form can only be accessed by the yogis, those on the path of the yoga, because this is a form that arises from the chakra that is just above Ajna chakra. The point between the two eyebrows and just slightly behind and upward. In Heartfulness Spiritual Anatomy, we reference to it as Chakra 7. Shloka 5. Shri Bhagavan said, Arjuna, behold presently in hundreds and thousands my multifarious divine forms of various colors and shapes. So now the Bhagavan answers Arjuna and says, and invites Arjuna to witness the innumerable forms that encompasses his cosmic form. Shloka 6. Behold in me, Arjuna, the 12 sons of Aditi, the 8 Vasus, the 11 Rudras, the 2 Ashwini Kumaras, and the 49 Maruts, and witness many more wonderful forms never seen before. We have seen these names, we have studied them in chapter 10, Vibhuti Yoga, where Krishna references the 12 sons of Aditi and identifies himself with Vishnu. Where Krishna identifies the 11 Rudras and identifies himself with Shiva. The 2 Ashwini Kumaras are of course the twin physicians of the celestials. The 49 Maruts are the 49 wind gods. And there are many more wonderful forms. Perceive them all, invites Krishna. Shloka 7. Arjuna, behold as concentrated within this body of mine the entire creation consisting of both animate and inanimate beings, and whatever else you desire to see. The entire creation of both animate and inanimate beings is on display on the cosmic form, Arjuna, and whatever else you want to see, that too can be seen. Shloka 8. But surely you cannot see me with these human eyes of yours. Therefore, I vouchsafe to you the divine eye. With this, you behold my divine power of yoga. And Krishna understands that Arjuna, with his human eyes, cannot be blessed with the divine vision, and therefore Krishna bestows upon him the spiritual capability by which Arjuna could perceive the divine cosmic form. Now let us pause for a moment and review. At the beginning of the Bhagavad Gita, we discussed Sanjaya's capacity to witness the war and how it was bestowed upon him by Veda Vyasa. Vyasa offered it first to the blind king Dhritarashtra, who declined it, saying, I spent my entire life without eyesight. What shall I do now with sight to see the destruction of my lineage? And yet give it to Sanjaya, so he will, on necessity, update me as to the events that took place in the war. Now Sanjaya too was blessed with a divine vision, but a divine vision of a different sort, one that could only see the events that took place in the war, like a Durdarshi. Sloka 9. Sanjaya said, My Lord, having spoken thus, Shri Krishna, the Supreme Master of Yoga, forthwith revealed to Arjuna his supremely glorious divine form. And so here Sanjaya is explaining to Dhritarashtra and updating him as to the events that is taking place. And so he says, having thus spoken, Shri Krishna blessed Arjuna with a divine vision and then went ahead and revealed his cosmic form. Shloka 10 and 11. Sanjaya continues. Arjuna saw the supreme deity possessing many mouths and eyes, presenting many a wonderful sight, decked with many divine ornaments, wielding many uplifted divine weapons, wearing divine garlands and clothes, besmeared all over with divine sandal paste, full of all wonders, infinite, and having faces on all sides. Aneka Adbhuta Darshanam is what Sanjaya calls it. A wonderful, unique vision that Arjuna saw of a form that had many mouths, many eyes, many faces, infinite and full of wonders. Shloka 12. Sanjaya continues. If there be the effulgence of 1,000 suns bursting forth all at once in the heavens, even that would hardly approach the splendor of the mighty Lord. Divi Surya Sahasrasya Koti Surya Samaprabha. Sanjaya compares the divine vision of the cosmic form of the Lord as equivalent to 100,000 suns arising simultaneously on the heaven. And even that would not come close to the splendor of the Lord. Shloka 13, Sanjaya continues, concentrated at one place in the person of that supreme deity, Arjuna then beheld the whole universe with its manifold divisions. Within that form of the divine, Arjuna beheld the entire cosmic universe with all its many divisions. Shloka 14. Then Arjuna, full of wonder and with the hair standing on end, reverentially bowed his head to the divine Lord and with joined palms addressed him thus. Arjuna, shocked to the core with that vision that he just encountered, with the energy that was coursing through, the energy of 100,000 suns arising simultaneously in the sky, with his hair standing on end, all he could do was fold his hands and bow his head in deep reverence to the divine. Shloka 15. Arjuna said, Lord, I behold within your body all gods and hosts of different things, Brahma throned on his lotus seat, Shiva and all rishis and celestial serpents. And so finally Arjuna begins to speak, and he says, O divine Lord, I can see all the gods, a whole host of sentient beings. I can see Brahma on his lotus, Shiva, rishis, and all the celestial serpents, Vasuki, Ananta. Shloka 16. O Lord of the universe, I see you endowed with numerous arms, bellies, mouths, and eyes, and having innumerable forms extended on all sides. I see neither your beginning nor middle, nor even your end, manifested as you are in the form of the universe. So here Krishna is not Krishna. Krishna is neither the Lord of the Yoga, the Master of Yoga, because now Krishna has become the Lord of the universe. And so he says, I see many forms extended on all sides. There doesn't seem to be a beginning, a middle, or an end, a never-ending flow, manifested as you are in the form of a universe. The best way for us to perceive or even to come closer to what Arjuna has seen is to go atop a lonely mountain and look up at the wide sky, or to go in a cruise ship in the middle of an ocean and stand on deck and look at the entire sky with its stars, its planets. A never-ending stretch of ocean in front, a never-ending stretch of the sky above. On all sides surrounded by the ocean, and on all sides surrounded by an open sky, as far as eye can see. Shloka 17. I see you endowed with diadems, clubs and discuses, a mass of splendor flaming all round, having the brilliance of a blazing fire, and the sun hard to gaze at and immeasurable on all sides. So here, the splendor and brilliance of the cosmic form, that which is said to resemble the effulgence of the sun, infinitely more resplendent, that can be seen on all sides and immeasurable. Shloka 18. You are the supreme indestructible worthy of being known. You are the ultimate refuge of this universe. You are again the protector of the ageless Dharma. I consider you to be the eternal, imperishable being. So here, Arjuna acknowledges the eternal nature of that immutable principle, the ultimate refuge, the protector of Dharma, the ultimate refuge being that at the time of dissolution we all retreat into his cosmic form. Sloka 19. I see you without beginning, middle or end, possessing unlimited powers and endowed with numberless arms, having the moon and the sun for your eyes, and the blazing fire for your mouth, and scorching this universe by your radiance. And so once again, Arjuna describes the divine cosmic form as unlimited, infinite, stretching into infinity, without a beginning, a middle or an end, and the luminous orbs, the moon and the sun for eyes, a fire for a mouth, and the unbelievable effulgent radiance emanating from this divine cosmic form that has the power to scorch the entire universe and destroy it. It is said that the power of the atom is harnessed from this particular point and this particular chakra, and this is where Krishna used this during the 18 days of the Mahabharata war, drew power from this in order for all those weapons, Brahmastra, Pashupati Astra, Narayana Astra, and all those astras to be used. Shloka 20. Yonder space between heaven and earth and all the quarters are entirely filled by you alone. Seeing this transcendent, dreadful form of yours, O soul of the universe, all the three worlds feel greatly alarmed. The 8 radial quarters is filled with the cosmic form of the divine, encompassing everything in its way. Nothing else seems to be visible but you. And seeing this transcendent form, O soul of the universe. It's such beauty that Arjuna addresses Krishna in this particular form, no longer as the Lord of the universe as we saw in the previous shloka, but here as the soul of the universe, because this is a transcendental, infinite cosmic form, which is not finite. And so he says, seeing this transcendental form, the three worlds, all the 7 dimensions above Jambudvipa, the Bhuloka, and all the 7 dimensions below, they're all startled at this vision of yours. Sloka 21. Yonder hosts of gods are entering you, some with palms joined out of fear are uttering your names and glories. Multitudes of Maharishis and Siddhas saying, "Let there be peace," are extolling you by means of excellent hymns. The celestials once again startled out of their spiritual complacency, assuming that once again there was a Narasimha Rupa, a Narasimha Avatara put on display. And therefore, in the same similar manner, seeing this form and being subject to the energy radiating from this form, the celestials, the Siddhas, the Maharishis, all of them have taken to placating the divine with most excellent hymns and calming the divine. Sloka 22. The 11 Rudras, the 12 Adityas, the 8 Vasus, the Sadhyas and Vishwadevas, the 2 Ashwini Kumaras and the 49 Maruts, as well as the mains and multitudes of Gandharvas, Yakshas, Asuras, Siddhas, all gaze upon you in amazement. So basically, Arjuna here is speaking about the anthropogenesis of the cosmogenesis of the divine, where you have the Rudras, the Adityas that we have studied in the earlier shlokas. In Shloka 23, Lord, seeing the stupendous and dreadful form of yours, possessing numerous mouths and eyes, many arms, thighs and feet, many bellies and many teeth, the worlds are terror-struck, so am I. Here Arjuna goes on to describe what he can see. And he is seeing many eyes, many faces. And therefore he is feeling greatly alarmed at the limitless expanse and the dreadfulness of this form. And so he says, everybody in the worlds, all 3 worlds, everyone is terror-struck, and so am I. 24. Lord, I see your form reaching the heavens, effulgent and multicolored, having its mouth wide open and possessing large flaming eyes. I, with my inmost self frightened, have lost self-control and find no peace. And Arjuna once more declares the immeasurable nature of the cosmic form as filling the heavens, the earths, the three worlds, and experiencing stupendous energy emanating from the divine form, Arjuna says, I have lost self-control, and no more am I comfortable seeing, perceiving this vision of yours. Sloka 25. Seeing your faces frightful on account of their teeth, and flaring like the fire at the time of universal destruction, I am utterly bewildered and find no happiness. Therefore be kind to me, O Lord of celestials, and resting place of the universe. And so, here once again Arjuna is seeking to placate the divine in much the same manner as the celestials, the rishis, the siddhas. They are all doing so. And so he addresses the divine as the resting place, the refuge of the entire universe, and says that I am beginning to see your form as it would be at the time of dissolution, and I am bewildered and have no peace of mind, and I have lost any sense of joy and happiness. Yogesho Satchidanandam Vasudevam Rajapriyam Dharma Samstapakam Veeram Krishno Vande Jagat Gurum. Shri Krishno Vande Jagat Gurum. Om Shri Krishnarpanamastu.